Well, hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me again today. Hope everybody's doing well out there, settling back into routine. I think it's kind of nice for people that do the 9-to-5 grind when Christmas falls like during the week like it does, because then when you go back after these holidays, Christmas and New Year's, you tend to have a short week to go back to. So hope everybody's having a good year so far. Today I wanted to talk about don't make this raw food diet mistake. Big mistake. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you go down there and hit that big red subscribe button now. Then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I can tend to be, this can be my problem in other areas of life. Overthinking. Overthinking is one of the biggest things I see on this diet. It's like people kind of have this mentality of, okay, I got to learn everything. And it's really kind of just delaying things. It's really just kind of procrastinating. It's almost like this attitude of, okay, but I have to know all this stuff first. And they're asking so many detailed questions when they're new. And they're like, okay, well, am I getting enough of this? Am I getting enough of that? And this to this to this. This is our natural way of eating, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that you should just be willy-nilly and not learn anything, but you're not going to screw yourself up in a short time as you're learning this lifestyle. So don't be so hesitant to do things because you're like, ooh, if I don't know everything, am I missing this? Most of you that are probably listening to me lived on the standard American diet for a lot of years, and it kept you alive. And hey, if we're going to be honest with each other, we didn't feel horrible all the time on that. So what I'm getting at is, if you were getting enough nutrition, if you were somehow being able to crawl through life on the standard American diet, you're not, the raw diet, a plant-based diet, whatever, is not going to wreck your health. And that's why, you know, I look at these videos that people do that gave it a try and they like it totally wrecked their health in 6 months. I mean, come on, come on. I mean, I could eat, I'm not going back to do it just to make a point, but I could go back to the standard American diet and just eat willy-nilly for 6 months and not, you know, my health not be major deteriorate. Well, it wouldn't be as good as it is on plant-based, but what I'm trying to get at is, you know, you're not going to just, like, your body's not going to just start having deficiencies like right off the bat. So don't worry so much about being perfect. And definitely don't have that attitude of, I have to know everything before I'll actually start. Jump in, learn it as you go, you know, just jump in, start eating raw food, learn a little bit more each day, but do it. Do it now. Like I say, this is a personal subject to me because I can do this in other work-related areas, you know, where I can procrastinate or I can start something new. I can start a project, or I'm trying to learn some new app or some new program, and it's almost like I'm paralyzed. And I've been like that with my store to a certain extent. And the whole business aspect of this t-shirt thing, merchandise, apparel, is I've been kind of like, okay, I got to get this thing perfect. I got to get it everything in order before I really start, you know, promoting it and starting to do that. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be people that I'm not going to make happy. There's going to be people that say, you know, and that's just how business goes. I've seen it. No matter how hard I've tried, I've done businesses, and if you mess up one time, there's going to be people out there that are going to be like just crucifying you. That are going to say, I'm the most horrible person in the world. So, you know, I have these thoughts, these little pitfalls in different areas of my life that I work on in my workday, as you know, like thinking, okay, I got to know everything about this before I can actually start doing. That's something, like I say, I try to shy away from the resolution type thing, but that's something that I'm trying to work on in myself this year. Look, like I say, you know, it's funny. People say one thing out of one corner of their mouth and nothing out of the other, and something different out of the other. If this is our natural way of eating, should we really have to be thinking about it all the time? If this is our natural way of eating, do we really have to run around and worry, okay, did I have this today? Did I get enough of this today? Did I get enough of this today? And these are questions. These are rhetorical. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's more complicated than what you see me doing, and I'm not the best example, and I'm kind of trying to fill in some of the gaps on mine this year as far as, you know, like not getting too far into just eating bananas all day, although I probably will today. You know, I want to get back to getting more greens in, getting my greens. The fresh that I can get. I'm gonna probably go back to doing daily green boost a little bit, just because I haven't been getting a lot of good greens, and I'm starting some new wheatgrass today. So, you know, I'm just all, and I'm got a few other things that I kind of am starting to add in that fill in the gaps a little bit. But the point is we can learn as we go. You're probably, unless you do something just really crazy, like maybe like getting on a plant-based diet and like being very restrictive about what you eat and not getting enough calories, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself. And once you jump in, even if you're doing the plant-based thing wrong, chances are you're going to start feeling better, because you're putting real nutrition. You're actually feeding your body for the first time. Yeah, if you're not doing something dangerous like that, like trying to live on juice all the time or trying to live on a minimal amount of calories, you're probably not going to radically screw up your health in 6 months. I mean, I'm sure there's some exceptions out there, and I'm sure some people come to this lifestyle with certain conditions that they might have to, you know, get a few things that I don't necessarily. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is jump in, be a practitioner, learn while you're doing it, because I know I'm just kind of repeating myself, and I'm doing it on purpose just to drive home the message, is that you're eating good food. You're not going to die. You're not going to get deficient. You're not going to have some major health issue in 6 months or a year. I know there will be an exception to that. There is somebody that has legitimately had a health concern. I would almost say to them, though, maybe go back and read a couple of books on the basics, like Becoming Vegan by Brenda Davis, How Not to Die by Dr. Greger, read a couple of books on raw. Because one thing I will say is I'm not knowledgeable enough to debate a lot of this stuff. I don't know all the science, but I don't think anybody really needs to go back to to animal products. I don't think you're missing enough where you have to go back. You can figure out how much raw, how much cooked food you want to eat, but I think if you get to the right sources, that you will find out you don't need to go back and add in any of the animal products. And hey, listen, every time I say this, I get these, and it kind of shows, and I probably can see old traits in myself. These people using a lot of animal products, especially the big meat eaters and the males, they're very aggressive about this subject, and I almost like try to psychoanalyze them. Why? If you're happy eating your big steak and you're like this and that, but they come in kind of caveman, misogynist, macho, you know, like, oh, me eat meat, you stupid, this stupid, vegan stupid. They can't even really write out sentences a lot of times. But I'm sorry, I've been there, I've done it all. You ain't talking to some like pristine virgin that was just dropped upon the planet eating fruits and nuts and berries all the time. I've been there, player. I smoked meat. I mean, I like to tell my story all the time. I smoked meat. You know, it's funny. I grew up, I used to eat squirrels. All these squirrels that I love now and like to go see and whatever, I grew up eating squirrels. So I've barbecued meat. I was a heavy meat eater. Liked my ribs, liked my chicken wings, drank like a fish. Liked rich, gooey Italian food with lots of cheese and stuff in there. Love cheese. Love cheese. But I don't know, for some reason, I can't be addicted to cheese. You know, it is what it is. I enjoyed cheese when I liked cheese a lot back when I followed, you know, was on standard American diet. I do enjoy a good mock cheese from time to time. I don't use them very much. I'm not even talking about the like slices you get in a store, but when somebody actually makes a vegan or a raw vegan cheese. But yeah, just jump in there and just start eating more fruits and vegetables. Just simplify. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. You know, just jump in there and start eating more fruits and vegetables. Read a book, eat some more fruits and vegetables. Read another book, eat some more fruits and vegetables. Do a few searches online, search Google, search YouTube. Start filling in the gaps. Start tuning in to how the food makes you feel. That's uber important. You need to start being very observant of yourself from the very beginning. I'm very aware, and like I say, you know, I'm by myself here all the time. I don't have to get around a lot of people. I don't have a lot of responsibilities to other people. So I'm very, very observant. I'm very observant of like any little changes or anything that I'm doing at a particular time, how it affects my body and how it's working. So start to develop that intuition from the beginning. And no, that's not to say that you can just go totally by your feels. Definitely not in the beginning, you know. No, you can't just like immediately start this lifestyle and just, okay, I'm just going to feel my way through it. In the beginning, there's kind of like a nice little balance of learning, you know, good resources to give you a base, but developing that intuition. But anyhow, now's always the best time to start. Now's the best time to start and learn as you go. No need to learn and then start after everything's all perfect and you know everything, because you're not going to know everything. You're going to make a lot of mistakes no matter what. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.